Morning, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. You found me at Mandy Needs Stitches on YouTube. You can also find me over on Instagram at Mandy Needs Stitches. Welcome back. It is Sunday, November 22nd. I'm filming a day late. Yesterday was just kind of a busy day, and I didn't get like a quiet time to film. So yeah. A little bit of life. There's not really much going on. I worked all last week, and so just kind of normal family stuff while working. Husband's still hunting quite a bit, still not got anything, and my kids are doing good. That's all I have, really. Nothing exciting. So I thought I would show you a couple quilting FFOs or previous finishes. As you can see behind me, I did finally finish that Elizabeth Hartman Fancy Forest quilt that I've been talking about, and it's all put together. I just kind of get it quilted. I do have a long arm machine, but it's not set up right now because when we moved into our new house here in Georgia, it was much smaller than our previous house. We lived in Colorado, and so there just wasn't space here. There might be, I'll probably try to get it set up in the garage. I actually asked my husband for that for Christmas, if he would help me set it up and clear space in the garage. So we'll see. If, you know, we're here for maybe 2 years, so if I can't use it for 2 years, it's kind of is what it is, but hopefully our next house will be big enough. So anyways, that was that one. I do have two other smaller quilts that I finished last year. This one's a table runner. This was by, so back, gosh, I think in 2016, 2017, Moda did like a series where they called it Frivels. And so each month a like new tin was released with a different kind of quilting pattern with the fabric and everything. So this was one of those. I got all the tins from Fat Quarter Shop. It was like a monthly shipment, a monthly club, and I've actually finished all of those quilts. This was the last one that I had to finish. I've given quite a few of them away. I think I only have a couple left, which I could show you, you know, as the time goes on if you're interested. But so this one's a table runner. I'll put it probably on one of my decorative tables. And I did the quilting myself on a long arm. Came with the backing fabric and everything. It was kind of a fun little club to get once a month. That was kind of back when I first got into quilting, but I didn't have cross stitching as a hobby yet, so I had more time. This other one was also a Moda Frivels kit. I can't remember the name of the pattern, I'm sorry, but this is kind of a Christmas themed quilt too. And I did the quilting on it. It's a cute scrappy one. The quilting, you can't really see it too well, is like there's a candy cane in it, so it is kind of Christmas wintry themed. And then I do have one previous cross stitch finish. I did this last year. This is a Little House Needleworks pattern. I can't remember the name, but they have like an all dolled up series. And basically the dolled up part is like you use beads, I think, instead of or beads or maybe Krynic or something, but this one called for beads. So I just put the little beads on here. I finished it as a pillow. This was my very first pillow finish, I believe. I've used some wool on the back that I got. My previous local like needlework shop, local quilt shop, had like scraps of this wool that was in Colorado when we lived there. I kind of miss being able to go to that store. Okay, otherwise I worked on a few things this week. I was kind of busy. I worked every day, so I was tired most days. But I kind of was also in a weird mood where I just wanted to finish some things versus working on bigger projects. So I pulled out this one was a Mania start. This is hands-on design, apples and sage. This was a club kit from Inspired Needle, but I think they're out maybe. But I finished it. This is stitched in the called for colors. On the called for Lugana 28 count. I think it's a 28 count white chocolate Lugana by Hand Fabrics by Stephanie. And I got the horn book to finish it on, so I'll finish it like the picture. The other one I did was by Susan Aki. She's Yard Girl 60 on Instagram, but she just released a really pretty Christmas pattern. She uses Aurifloss to stitch with, and so it's on their blog. If you look on the Aurifloss or Aurifil blog, there's a pattern by, it's Christmas, it's huge, it's pretty, but I think I'm going to stitch it. Not this year, but I might start it this year. Anyways, this one is, I've shown it before. I think it's called Halloween Quaker or Little Quaker Halloween, something like that. It's free on her, I don't know if it's on Susan's blog or if it's on the Aurifloss blog. I think you could find it on the Aurifil blog. I can give you a link if you want it. But I finished it. It's stitched in the called for Aurifloss on a 16 count, just white, or kind of a cream Ada. So as I was watching Lady Robin's recent video, and she said something about I'm either a month late for Halloween or 11 months early. So I'm going to look at it as I haven't finished 11 months early. I thought that was kind of funny. And then this last one is a big piece. This was a Mania start, and then I got like this part in Mania this year, and then I just was able to finish this over the last couple days of this week. So this is called Valentine Row by Bent Creek. It's stitched on a 25 count Lugana, 2 floss over 2 over 2. I did a color conversion, and you can't tell on mine as good because I switched the colors. So on the pattern, it spells out love. So some of the letters are darker, like LOVE is in a darker red, but I switched it up, and so my LOVE and E are in like a pink, and the others are in red. But I think it's cute. It's kind of a subtle thing to notice. So that's that. So that was all my finishes. I didn't FFO anything this week. Like I said, I haven't spent a lot of time in my craft room. This one's a whip. I don't have a whole lot of progress on it, but this is the Christmas cake. It's called Christmas Cake by by Barbara Anna Designs. It's a mystery stitch along. Part 3 was released on the 15th. So that's this bottom row, and then there's another like little pedestal. Part 3 or part 4? I think it was part 4. I don't know. I'm not caught up. I have to finish this for this release, but I just did a little bit right here. I'm stitching it with the called for DMC, except for one red. I didn't have the same red, so I just matched it as closely as I could. And then I think it calls for Krynic in the yellow. It's supposed to be a Krynic, but I'm using a toile, DMC a toile. Stitched on a 28 count light khaki linen. I'll hopefully finish finish that up before the next release on the 1st. And then this other one is from Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, fall 2020. I think it's called Autumn Garden. I'll insert a picture. Yeah, so I'm stitching this on 32 count Scout. 32 count, yeah, Scout by Seraphim Fabrics. It's a linen. I've shown this before. I got a lot more done, almost done filling in that house. I got the vase. I just have this to finish. I have the leaves to fill in, the fence to finish. So I'm hoping I might finish this today. And then I don't know what I'll work on next, but something. What else? That's it that I have for whips. I have some haul, and then I wanted to ask opinions about a FFO here, so I'll do that first. So this, I've shown you this before. This was a Caterpillar cross stitch last year release. It was a mystery like stitch along. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of it, but I got this sled at Michael's that I thought I would finish this on. It's big enough. It wouldn't be what it would be just. Oh, it might be a little bit too wide, the pattern. But I don't really like the green. The green doesn't, I guess it kind of matches that, but I didn't think it matched super well. So do you think I should do that, or should I save this for something else? I thought I could maybe sand off the green. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Finish this on that, or do something else? I don't know. I'd be curious to hear what you have to say. Okay, so a little bit of haul. I got my fabric of the month and my floss of the month from Be Stitch Me. This is November's release, so if you haven't received yours yet or you want to be surprised, look away now, and I'll tell you when you can look back. So I'll show you the silks first. They're very beautiful colors. So yeah, they complement the fabric really well, and then I get a 32 count Lugana. The glare isn't so good. It's a colorway called Peanut, but the Lugana always shows up a little bit lighter. It's a good neutral. So you can look back if you were looking away. And then I got some stuff from Fat Quarter Shop. Just this kind of plain more. I got 2 ball tip needles, 26 and 28, because I really like stitching with those. I got some French Country, it's 28 count linen. It's a really pretty, like purplish color. I ordered a whole bunch of scissors. One was on flash sale, but I got a bunch because I was tired of never being able to find scissors. They're always in like a project bag, and I can never find them. So there's those. And then I got this Tiny Modernist Candy Christmas set. Super cute. I like her little house scenes. Those are cute. I might stitch those up this year. I don't know. I'll have to see what's calling to me. And then I got this. This is a Susan Aki quilt book called Countdown to Christmas. This was on flash sale, which was why I bought it. But Susan Aki, that's who designs the Quaker Halloween piece that I just showed you. She has got a little mini Christmas one, and she has that giant new Christmas one that was just released. And they're free, which is like so awesome. But I really like this book. There's a lot of cute quilts in here. Like I like this green one. And then there's, oh, this one's really fun too. That would be super fun to do as a wall hanging. Although I don't like applique that much. And then I like the Christmas tree one I'm trying to show you. Here. This Christmas tree one I really like. She has a lot of beautiful like scrappy quilts. So plans, I don't really know. I don't have set plans. Fat Quarter Shop is doing like holidays with the housewives or something like that I might jump on the bandwagon for that. I do certainly have plenty of Priscilla and Chelsea patterns I could stitch for Christmas. What else? I kind of, this last week I wanted to finish stuff. I just was feeling like a monogamous stitcher. I wanted to stitch on something until it was finished. But I have a lot of big pieces that I also want to work on. I don't know, I'm kind of rambling. I need to go through my whips and my kitted up projects and kind of wrangle them in because I have a lot, and I think that's what's overwhelming me right now. It's I kind of want to work on a big project until it's done, but then I don't know, I might get bored of it. So I don't know. Sorry, I'm rambling. This has been a pretty short video, so thank you for tuning in. I was going to show some more Christmas quilt finishes, but I think what I'll do is just hang them up behind me so you can look at them when I film. So it'll be a new one next week. And yeah, that's really all I have to share. I hope everyone has a really happy Thanksgiving. I know that it's probably looking different for a lot of people. Stay safe. Try not to spread the coronavirus. It's a pretty big deal right now. So we aren't doing anything. We'll just be here at home. We'll probably cook, but it won't be a huge meal because it'll just be my husband and I, and we have two, a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old, so they're not going to eat a whole ton. Although they eat a bit more than you might think. So yeah, I will get off here. I'll hopefully have a video next week. It just depends on how much I have to show you. And then, yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you liked what you saw, like and subscribe. I would really hope drop me a comment about that sled finish. And then, yeah, happy stitching, everybody.